Hello, this is Joel Matthew Alfred, UR15 CS342, and this is my 7th lab exercise in database, and the topic is PLSQL programming. So it includes functions and procedures. So these are the questions. Now let's move on to the spool file. So this is a spool file of the entire PLSQL procedure and functions. So let's begin with the first question. Write a PLSQL procedure that will accept the product ID from the user, check if the product is supplied by the supplier, and display the status. So the query is create or replace procedure P1 X in varchar2 Y out varchar2 Z out varchar2 is begin select SID S name into YZ from supplier 342 where product ID is equal to X DBMS output line ID Y and name Z and end. Then set server output on declare varchar220 X varchar220 Z varchar220 begin X equal to ampersand X P1 XYZ end and enter the value for X 4000 old 6 X equal to ampersand X new 6 X equal to 4001 ID S4 name DDD. So that's the first query, and this will be the output when you type the query. The next one is write a procedure to calculate the total price for the product that has been supplied and pass the supplier ID as the argument. So the query is SQL create a replace procedure P4 X in varchar2 Y out number is begin select sum of price into Y from order line 342 or product ID is equal to X DBMS output line Y end. So that's the query and this is the output. The next one is question 3. Write a procedure raise quantity which increases the quantity of the order product. It accepts the order ID and quantity to be increased. It uses the order ID to find the correct quantity from the order table and update the quantity. So the query of here is create or replace procedure P1 X in varchar2 Y in varchar2 is begin update product 342 set quantity equal to quantity plus Y where product ID is equal to X and then end. This is the SQL part of it. Then the next one is write a PLSQL function to return the product name when the product ID is passed in an argument. So the query of that would be create or replace function f1 x in varchar2 return varchar2 is pd varchar20 begin select product description into pd from product 342 where product ID is equal to X and return pd and then you end it. The next one is next question is write a PLSQL function to return the maximum quantity ordered by the customers. So the query will be to create a replace function q5 return number is total number 2 is equal to 0 begin select max ordered quantity into total from supplies 342 return total then end it. Then the next question is write a PLSQL to find the sum of digits in a given number. So the query for this is declare n integer s integer is equal to 0 d integer number integer begin n is equal to ampersand n number is equal to n while n not equal to 0 loop and then d is equal to mod of n 10 s equal to s plus d n is equal to truncate of n by 10 and loop dbms output line would be the following and then the end. So this will be the resultant on the screen. So that's the end of PLSQL. Thank you.